Democratic leadership drives engagement, creativity, and accountability. As a leader, you simply must know about this powerful leadership style. The advantages of democratic leadership heavily outweigh any disadvantages, so you should consider using this leadership style. This video will explain what democratic leadership is, its core elements, examples of democratic leaders, pros and cons, and how you can improve your democratic leadership. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you don't miss any videos by turning on notifications as well. Based on democratic principles, democratic leadership occurs when ideas and opinions are freely exchanged within a team. Team members are considered equals and are encouraged to participate in decision-making, just as much as the leader. The democratic leader gathers input from the whole team and involves them in the decision-making process by facilitation and asking questions. This makes democratic leadership a collective type of leadership. In fact, it is often referred to as participative leadership. The team is highly empowered, but the democratic leader still makes the final decision or approves the team's decision in the end. The team embraces democratic leadership by actively contributing to and participating in these discussions. This is why the democratic leadership style works better with skilled and experienced teams that can give substantial input and contribute to decision-making. Some definitions of democratic leadership also involve a drive towards consensus, even if the leader has the final say or approval right. Democratic leadership is part of two well-known leadership styles frameworks, namely the Lewin leadership framework and the 6 leadership styles by Goleman. The latter is more modern and has a wider array of tools. Check out our video on that framework, there's a link at the top of the screen. Let's look at the elements of democratic leadership before we move on to the pros and cons. For democratic leadership to work well, the leader needs to focus on the following elements. Knowing when to use the expertise of the team. A leader does not always know what's best. Therefore, it is crucial to involve other people with better knowledge in different fields and utilize that competence. Being a good facilitator. With proper facilitation of team discussions, each team member gets an opportunity to share ideas and opinions. Communication skills are essential to make this happen. Being respectful and open-minded. There will be ideas that the leader disagrees with, but these should still be extracted from the team. These ideas might provide additional useful perspectives as well as put new information on the table. Understanding and prioritizing ideas and information. The flood of ideas and information emerging during the participative process need to be understood and prioritized. Some ideas will be great, and some might be irrelevant, not deserving further evaluation. Hence, selection and prioritization of the input received is a crucial aspect of democratic leadership. Avoidance of autocratic decision-making. Democratic leadership requires that the leader minimizes autocratic decision-making, especially when it affects others. Some situations will require fast decisions without any team involvement, but if the leader informs the team afterward, including comments on why there was no discussion, a portion of participation is still in place. Keep in mind that it is not entirely up to the leader to get good democratic leadership established. The team needs to be willing to participate and be part of idea generation and decision-making. Some people aren't comfortable with this. Let's mention 2 examples of democratic leaders before we go into the pros and cons and advise on how to excel at democratic leadership. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss any new videos. Dwight Eisenhower is a good example of a democratic leader. Eisenhower was the Supreme Allied Commander before he served 2 terms as the U.S. President. His military role came at a pivotal time in world history, namely World War II. One would have expected him to adopt an autocratic leadership style since that's commonly associated with the military. However, Eisenhower knew that his team had to have a participative role if they were to succeed. He involved several people in the decision-making process and consulted many trusted advisors. Steve Jobs is another example. Steve Jobs displayed at least 2 leadership styles when he led Apple. He began as an autocratic leader while he was building the company from the ground up. He left in 1985 and returned in 1997 with a more democratic approach to leadership. Despite still having autocratic tendencies, Jobs understood how to adapt his leadership style to suit the company's needs at various stages of growth. It's time for the advantages and disadvantages of democratic leadership. After that, we'll present you with some crucial advice on how to implement it properly. Creativity and innovation are encouraged. Democratic leaders value the process of generating new ideas and appreciate what each team member brings to the table. Deliberate encouragement of idea sharing leads to a climate of innovation in the whole organization. People think of increasing productivity, simplifying a process, reducing errors, solving customer needs better, new products to build, etc. Collaboration creates robust solutions for complicated problems. By utilizing multiple perspectives, experiences, attitudes, and ideas, the team can most often find robust ideas with limited downsides by working together. Thanks to the transparency of democratic leadership, the group clearly understands the issue, and the leader guides them towards the best way to tackle it. Employee engagement is high. The participative nature of democratic leadership creates a more positive environment where team members are included. They work together to achieve the organization's goals and feel that their opinions matter. This builds trust and respect among the members, which makes the work environment even better. Common goals lead to high accountability. A democratic leader involves others in setting the goals and targets of the organization. If people are part of defining the goals, they will feel greater ownership of reaching those goals. This intense feeling of accountability in combination with high empowerment improves productivity. Democratic leadership may seem like the perfect leadership style, but it has some disadvantages. Resentment may creep in. A positive work environment needs all team members to be respected and valued. However, some team members' ideas and opinions may consistently be better or get more attention than others. This may lead to some people believing that they aren't valued, leading to resentment and bitterness. Collaborative decision-making is time-consuming. Deferring decisions to the team may cause unnecessary delays that increase the problem, worsen the consequences, or reduce productivity. A good democratic leader will know when to use collaborative decision-making and when to use a quicker approach with fewer individuals or no discussion at all. Team members can lose trust. After a period of democratic leadership, team members expect participative leadership and might even consider it mandatory. Therefore, they become confused when the leader makes quick decisions without their input. This can lead to uncertainty about when to expect participation. A democratic leader needs to effectively communicate the reasons for quick decisions so that discord doesn't permeate throughout the team. The team's expertise may be insufficient. The input of team members is more valuable when they are skilled and experienced. Democratic leaders with an inexperienced team may get more ideas with limited viability or too many flaws. This can make the decision-making process longer and weaker. The leader should be mindful of this when setting up the decision-making team. Let's dig into how you can become a great democratic leader. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss our new videos. Here are 6 tips on the effective deployment of democratic leadership. Include people through high transparency and open communication. A leader who explains what's going on, including current concerns and challenges, enables people to generate ideas on handling these issues and improving further. Don't forget to give them the big picture, so they know the long-term vision and how they can contribute to realizing it. Put enablers for creativity in place. Consider different tools for stimulating creativity throughout your organization. These can be as simple as gathering improvement suggestions, best idea contests, better brainstorming procedures, etc. Never mock bad ideas since it will scare people from making suggestions in the future. Deploy joint target and goal setting processes. Try letting people suggest their own targets and negotiate based on facts. Perhaps involving a larger group can help. Ask what prevents reaching higher targets and whether those barriers can be removed. Work on targets in both directions, even if this means reducing targets for an overcommitting subordinate. If you manage to do this jointly, the empowerment will be high, and the accountability will be great. Strive for, but don't require consensus. It is good if everyone agrees, but in the end, the democratic leader will need to make the final decision sometimes. Just remember to be transparent and let the team know how you think and why you made that decision. Ensure respect and commitment to execution. Do not settle for anything else than true commitment to decisions in your top team. Even if there is disagreement, everybody needs to commit to the decision and execute as required. Don't rely solely on democratic leadership. I know it seems fantastic so far, but the easiest way of avoiding the drawbacks is to alternate with other leadership styles. Always try to use the most appropriate leadership style depending on the situation. Learn about the 6 leadership styles by Daniel Goleman and how visionary, coaching, affiliative, commanding, and pace-setting leadership form a great toolbox together with democratic leadership. Use as many of the 6 as possible, and you will find ways to improve your team climate enormously, with improved results in the end. There's a link to our video on the 6 styles at the bottom of the screen. I hope you enjoyed this introduction to democratic leadership. If you want additional information, please refer to the links in the video description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.